Know that all is proceeding according to plan, even as from a three-dimensional perspective it often looks as if the world is regressing. No, dear ones, right now you are in the phase of ascension that is meant to get the attention of and help awaken those choosing to continue aligning with obsolete concepts of the past. Present times are acting as a catalyst that is forcing many to start looking deeper and question what they have always been told and believed. The hearts and minds of many who have always been content to let others make decisions for them and have automatically believed and done whatever the experts, government, politicians, religious leaders, family, friends, or tradition says they must do, are now becoming receptive to ideas that reflect a new and higher consciousness on Earth. Over time, the three-dimensional world has accepted without question activities of separation and personal power, which has resulted in a collective sense of disempowerment. Many believe that they have no option but to surrender their individuality to those who claim it, be it in marriage relationship, family dynamic, government, law and order, or organized religion. The surrendering of personal power will gradually cease as increasingly more awaken to the fact that they are empowered divine beings, not weak and vulnerable human beings. Both men and women have been programmed over lifetimes to believe that the feminine is less than, unworthy, unimportant, less intelligent, and available to be used. Disempowerment of the divine feminine has gone on long enough and will be dissolving as the higher frequencies of ascension integrate into the collective. The divine feminine, intuitive, loving, creative energy, is one half of the divine wholeness of God, meant to work equally in full partnership with the divine masculine, active, ber, doer, the other half of God's completeness. As individualized divine consciousness, every person holds the fullness of both feminine and masculine energy regardless of the gender they have chosen for this life. Women are learning to acknowledge and express their masculine not by trying to be or act like men, but rather by allowing their masculine aspect to guide, speak out, and lead. Men do not need to become like women to acknowledge and express their feminine energy, but rather be willing to let go of the many ridiculous obsolete concepts of masculinity they have been programmed to believe about manliness. This means allowing love, gentleness, intuition, and understanding to enter into and co-create with the decisions they make and the roles they play as men. There is and never has been any need for competition, unfairness, degradation, or power of one over another in the belief that one aspect of God is better than another aspect of God. God is now, always has been, and always will be complete, whole, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, and infinitely in expression as you in all of life. Old dense energy still active in a person's energy field must clear in order for there to be alignment with the higher frequencies of ascension. Clearing usually takes place through dreams, remembering or reliving some situation, or through temporary physical, mental, emotional, or even spiritual experiences that seem to come out of nowhere. If a person has experienced something extremely traumatic in a past life, torture, murder, war, etc., and has buried the experience deeply within, vowing never again to access it, it may have to clear by blasting out in some form of intense physical experience or situation or condition that seems to come from nowhere and can be serious but does not cause death. Everyone is clearing old energy at this time, whether they are aware of it or not. The integration of high resonating frequencies and the clearing of the old requires a great deal of energy, and this can leave you feeling exhausted with less energy than you are used to having. If you are truly concerned about some physical issue, see your doctor, but at this time most physical issues that seem to pop out of nowhere are clearings, old energies accumulated over hundreds of lifetimes as well as this one that are moving through. People are not meant to live lives of degradation, suffering, slavery, torture, war, etc. These things are the creations of states of consciousness conditioned by beliefs of duality, separation, and many powers, which in turn has resulted in a universal collective consciousness of false beliefs that manifest as forms that seem so real they have been and continue to be accepted as reality by the majority. This is hypnotism. It is hypnotism that continues to elect and support leaders who serve only themselves. It is hypnotism that causes people to destroy nature in order to build concepts of nature. It is hypnotism that causes people to see other people as separate, less, or better than others, and attempt to emulate them. It is hypnotism that sees animal life as less valuable or real than that of humans. It is hypnotism that causes disease, lack, limitation, war, suffering, and an endless search for solutions where they do not exist. It is not those in the higher realms or extraterrestrials that are going to break the hypnotism. It is only the people of Earth who can change and lift Earth's collective consciousness to a higher level. This is why so many evolved souls have chosen to be on Earth at this time, and so many more are being born. As the collective consciousness becomes increasingly enlightened through the presence of these evolved souls on Earth, increasingly more individuals will begin to access real truth, and the material world will start to reflect this. Change is coming, changes that will upset some and validate spiritual ascension for others. Be prepared to help those who are drawn to you seeking answers, for many are now moving into a state of readiness for truth but are as of yet unaware of what it is they are seeking. You are the way showers. Trust from your highest level of awareness without attempting to figure everything out, because you cannot. You lift Earth's energy simply being the light, rather than doing. Be the light you are. We are the Arcturian group.